Hi, Robert Chuckrow here. In this video, I'm going to show you a way of practicing escaping from a joint lock. The Chinese word is qin na, and the joint locks are used in a lot of different martial arts. There are hundreds of these joint locks, and they're very common, they're very effective, and what they involve is pitting a strong part of your body against the opponent's weak part to induce pain by stretching ligaments, tendons, muscles, and taking it to a point where the finger is in great pain and very vulnerable, can be broken, can be sprained, and you can control the person, bring them down to the floor, or put them in a position where they're vulnerable, where the whole body is vulnerable, and you can strike them. So these joint locks are very common. They're used in Aikido, they're used in Bagua, Ninjutsu, and other martial arts. So when somebody, I'm going to use my fingers, my finger to get the lock in, because that is something I can practice doing myself, and it's easy to show you without another person. So let's say the person grabs my finger and they're going to bend it down this way. Well, that's the movement that they've decided to do, and that is what for them is the most strong way to do it. In other words, they know how that finger will fit into their hand so that they will have the greatest purchase on it. In this case, it's across the middle of the hand, and they're going to do this movement. So here are the options. One is I can rotate it about its axis, okay? Rotating the finger about its axis. I can't move it sideways or forward or back, but I can rotate it. I can curve my finger and find at each point the right shape so that the grip will be the weakest. And I can also use leverage. Okay? I can use a part of my hand as a lever to remove my, I'm using the wrong hand, to remove my finger. And also I can use my arm to make a different shape. So what the person wants to do is do this. Well, if that movement, I rotate my finger so that as they're grabbing it and starting to do that, now they have my finger in the way it likes to move. And then already, because of the rotation, which reduces friction, now this finger is not in a place where it's strong. And I'm using the knuckle of the middle finger against the base of the thumb to lever it out. So that's basically it. And you can try it with your thumb, with any finger, okay? And get it out. The thing about it is it has to be timed so that the person squeezes it out and it never gets to be established. Once it's fully established, these locks, once they're fully established, these locks are very powerful, they're very effective, and only a very skilled person can get out of them once it gets to that point. So you have to be time it, and that requires sensitivity, and it requires knowing how to move your finger. So you can do this with yourself. You have two hands, so you can get the feedback from both sides, the active side and then the defensive side. And then you can work with another person who you have to have an agreement that you're not going to hurt each other, and that you're going to up the strength only as the other person can, and the speed only as the other person can deal with it. And so it's cooperative, and both people learn that way, and reversing roles is periodically reversing roles and having a lot of feedback going. Here you have it yourself. You don't need another person. Thank you.